All right. What we have today, a couple of real steels. These came to me via Kenny from In the Pocket. Thank you, Kenny, for sending these along for testing and for me to check out. We have the Real Steel Griffin, aluminum handle, button lock, 14C 28N, and the Real Steel Terra. Really hard to see down there, but 14C 28N. Done a good bit of Sandvik testing for 12C and 14C, so I didn't expect these really to be any different. So we are going to go ahead and super speed up the cutting so you can watch that, and then we will come back and talk about both of these. And guys, please let me know. I can't remember if I put it in a video yet or not. If you don't want to see the cutting in the middle, that's fine. I can absolutely tack it on at the end for those who do want to see it. Or I can just cut it out altogether. Maybe show it, but talk over it. A whole bunch of different options. I'm open to ideas. If you guys don't want to see it, that's fine. Let me know down below and we'll go from there. So for the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do it like usual. You're going to see the cutting really quick. If you don't want to see it, speed up about 2.5 minutes from now and you'll be right back to the video. Alright, so we're back. As always, 15 degrees per side, 1500 grit finish, strop the same way, 5 passes per side, 6.3 and 1 micron. And then we cut until it no longer shaves hair, and then until it will no longer slice a held sheet of printer paper against the grain. So on the Griffin, now Kenny had sharpened both of these a couple times before. I went ahead and ran his edge, then I sharpened it a couple times and ran the test again to see how it would compare, and this is what I came up with for the Griffin. On test number 1, 118 feet fine edge and 190 feet working edge. Not bad at all. So I went ahead and ran it again, like I said, and the verification run, 117 feet fine edge and 192 feet working edge. Absolutely solid performance. Like I've said over and over, you're getting the same kind of performance out of Sandvik that you are out of most of your poorly done M390, which most of it seems to be that way. You guys want to compare any of the results, the datasheet with all the edge retention results that I have done is updated. The link is in the description. It does have a large majority of Tom's and Steve's results as well, where you can also compare those, as well as some Rockwell hardness. So moving on to the Terra. Same deal, sharpened the same way, stropped the same way. I ran Kenny's edge first. I believe he's used this one a fair bit more than the Griffin. And how did this one do? Alright, now that I got the right page. The first test, 129 feet fine edge, 200 feet working edge. And on the verification run, 131 feet fine edge and 200 feet working edge. Absolutely solid performance. Just like we talked about before. And another interesting thing, I did recently do Nitro V, and it's still in my pocket for my extended carry. But this is a whole lot like 14C28N, just with some more nitrogen in it, and it's been absolutely solid in performance, just like these two are. I did carry both of these and use them. This one, the Terra, I did carry quite a bit more. I far prefer the Terra over the Griffin. As you can see, if you look at the size of the secondary bevels, the Griffin is 21 thousandths behind the edge, and it widens up a little at the tip, whereas the Terra is about 14 thousandths to 15 thousandths behind the edge, and it does get a little bit thicker at the tip. Better ergonomics on the Terra, much better cutting performance as far as how easy it is, it passes through material. If I had to pick between these two, it would hands down be the Terra. Yes, it's not a button lock. It's not the fidgety type knife that people like. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is a great worker knife. Love the wire clip, the G10. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Griffin, but I did not find it to be as comfortable. It has hard corners where you're putting most of the pressure in your cuts. And the geometry, like I said, it's your average run-of-the-mill geometry, 21 thousandths behind the edge, just isn't as enjoyable to use as the Terra was. So that's all I have for these. Two cool knives. Price isn't bad on either one. Like I said, my pick, hands down, the Terra. That's all I have. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.